Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go.
Hey, it's the Empire, Geoboxing Empire, Baxter Boxing. Now, man, big news from PBC, man. My boy, Erislandy Lara, they call this guy the Dream because he's originally from Cuba, and when he came to America, man, his dream was to become the best fighter in the world and live the American dream. Now, that being said, man, my boy, Erislandy Lara, has been reigning at 154 for his whole career now. And now he decided to go up in weight to fight at 160 for the WBA title, man. Now, I don't think this is the regular title. I'm not too sure if it is or not, but I looked it up, and yeah, I'm not too sure what kind of title he's fighting for, the regular title or a lesser title. But nevertheless, he's going to be in his second weight division, fighting at 160 against my boy. I know the guy has a crazy name. His nickname is Cornflake, if you can believe it or not. And his name is Thomas Lamana, right? Nickname Cornflake. Crazy stuff, man. My boy is going to be fighting Erislandy Lara, and this is going to be in the ANDRADE undercard. And this is a really big deal because the fighters who fight at 160 are extremely elite level fighters. The Triple G's, the Demetrius Andrades, the Jermall Charlos, right? And, you know, one thing to expect is Erislandy Lara and Jermall Charlo, could they possibly fight? It's an extreme likelihood they can fight each other just based off of they're both PBC fighters, but more likely than not, they're most likely going to try to make Erislandy Lara fight the Triple G's and the Demetrius Andrades. You know, I remember a time when Erislandy Lara was that guy, and everyone wanted to see Triple G versus Erislandy Lara, but they wanted Triple G to go down, or they wanted Erislandy Lara to go up. There is no in between, right? Now that Erislandy Lara goes up in weight, you know, that Triple G versus Erislandy Lara fight could be a huge fight for Erislandy Lara in his career. And that's a fight that Triple G could face, and that would be a big fight. You know, a lot of people want to see Triple G versus Canelo over again, but I mean, Triple G in super fights, he only has so many big fights, right? I mean, I can think of 3 outside of Erislandy Lara. I can think of Canelo again, Jermall Charlo, and then Demetrius Andrade. Those are 3 fighters right there. And the next guy coming up in weight is my boy Erislandy Lara. Now, Triple G has fought guys like David Lemieux, who I think is an extremely dangerous fighter, and I still think to this day he's one of the hardest hitters at 160. I still think he lacks some fundamentals like a jab and straight punches, but I think punch for punch he hits harder than most of the middleweights, including Triple G. Especially at this time at Triple G's career, I think David Lemieux hits harder. Now, can David Lemieux still make 160? That's yet to be said. The guy has had weight problems throughout his career, and it could be time where he might have to move up to 168. But, you know, I still remember the David Lemieux knocking out Curtis Stevens with a devastating left hook. That was shocking. And he knocked him out right in front of his mom. Mind-boggling stuff, man. Curtis Stevens was never the same after that fight, and that's basically in his career. Now, Erislandy Lara going up to 160, man, this you can just see the matchmaking popping up because Erislandy Lara fought everyone he could fight at 154. You know, he already fought, you know, Austin Trout. He already fought Canelo Alvarez, right? He already fought Jarrett Hurd, and the list goes on and on and on. I mean, I can name all the top guys he fought. Paul Williams. I mean, I can keep going on and talking about all the top guys he fought at 154, and it seems like, you know, he's fought in different eras of fighters. He fought some big guys, which is true. Now, that being said, man, Erislandy Lara is going up to 160, and the guy, he's still fresh, man. He's still fresh. He doesn't throw as many punches. You know, he's getting older, and only time will tell of who he's going to fight next. That being said, you know, Erislandy Lara is not a young guy. He's getting older, and, you know, he's going to want to get these big fights as soon as possible because he's getting toward the age. If you didn't know, he's 37 years old. He's at a 10-year age right now in boxing where, you know, he's going to have to start getting these big fights. You know, so I definitely see Erislandy Lara trying to cash out and fight these big top guys right away because he basically is getting to the point right now where he can't just, there's no point in fighting guys just getting a check for lower cap money where you can fight these big fights and get these M's, right? So that being said, man, Erislandy Lara, man, we're gonna see what happens when he moves up to 160. That's definitely a big deal, and you know, I think if he gets past this fighter he fights next, the Thomas Lamana, you know, he needs to fight 1 or 2 tough opponents to show that he belongs in the division, you know, and then go for these big name fighters, man. This is a really big deal for Erislandy Lara, and I'm really excited for the possible matchmaking that can be made, man. Anyway, man, let me know how you guys feel about it, though. I mean, Erislandy Lara is going to be in an all-Latino card with Andy Ruiz. It's going to be a big night for Andy Ruiz, and just all the top fighters are going to be on it. It's looking like a stacked card, man. Let me know how you guys feel about it, though. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Geobasket Empire. Peace.